Well, it's crunch time in college basketball right now, and the Bison get a road split this weekend, but they're still in very good position. I'm Jeremy Jorgenson here on the Coach's Corner, joined by head coach Dave Richman. And Dave, let's talk about where you're at right now. We're past Valentine's Day right now. The standings, you're looking very good there. You get the road split this weekend. You're just battling right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's crunch time, and we're down to 2-3 game seasons left. 3 games left in the regular season, and then hopefully 3 games left in March down in Sioux Falls. Pleased, with the road split. They're good, like we've talked about before, not great. Again, I think our group really showed some resiliency in the way we responded from a tough situation in regulation, at the end of regulation and overtime at Denver. And then to come back out in overtime and get that win was a real credit to our guys and their mindset. And then we turned around and some quick travel. I don't think we were in the state of South Dakota, but more than not even quite 24 hours, and turned around and played a very good South Dakota State team. And with a minute and a half to go, it's a 4-point game. We have a pretty good looking transition at a 3 to cut it to a 1-point game. It just wasn't meant to be. Again, a lot of credit goes to them. But we're excited about where we're at. We're excited about the opportunity to hopefully face them again with a healthy Bison group as well.
So let's talk about that Denver game. Have to ask you, what was your heart like when that half-court shot went in? A few more gray hairs this week?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's our third overtime game, and we've had a couple other games now where it's come down to the last couple minutes. But you could just see the guys' faces are coming in after regulation, and they just hit a half quarter on us, to force it. But we just try to change the body language and change the posture in the huddle real quick and get them back and refocused. And I think that's, again, I've talked about it before and I'll talk about it again, real credit to Lawrence and some of the leadership things that we have going on to get our guys regrouped, refocused, and very pleased to come away with a very good win there.
Some very interesting things in the league happened this past week. Oral Roberts did lose at home to South Dakota. And as we look at the standings, the Bison right there, tied with South Dakota State right now, and certainly no shame in losing at Frost Arena. They have not lost to anybody at Frost Arena. In fact, they've been really hammering people down there. So you're tied right now for the league. Some big games ahead, though. Yeah,
no question. And it starts Thursday with an IUPUI team that took us to overtime at their place. A very tough matchup for us, the way they defend. And we're going to have our hands full Thursday. You turn around Saturday. No one's playing as well as Fort Wayne is in the league right now, rattling off 6 or 7 in a row. You can see them climbing the standings. And then we finish at Oral Roberts. So, we talked about it. It's a 3-game season right now for us, a 3-game regular season, and 1 game at a time, and then turn around and have another 3-game season in Sioux Falls starting March 7th, hopefully.
Well, the rigors of the season really play out. You have to be tough, and every program needs a great strength coach. Bison men's basketball does have a great strength coach in Jason Miller. He's kind of the lifeblood of these guys and how they're getting through this tough season right now. Let's learn a little bit more about Jason Miller.
All right, lunges, straight ahead, 3 aside, just hold the med ball in front. Here we go.
Strength conditioning is something that I pursued myself in high school and college. Began my collegiate career as a head strength coach at Long Beach State in Long Beach, California. There 3.5 years. From there, made my way back to North Dakota at NDSU just for family reasons and opportunity to become part of the university here.
Go, slight bend in your knees, be light. Jump higher, Zach, jump higher, there you go.
When you walk in the doors of our weight room, it's not just about lifting. It's not just about sets and reps. It's about how you move. It's the weight you lift, it's about getting stronger, it's developing muscle mass, but it's also moving better, jumping better, running better, being a better athlete. Our goal as professionals is to make sure that when you leave the court your senior year, you walk off that court, you're gonna know you reach your full potential.
Drop your hips, jump back, drop your hips. The other side, drop your hips. Don't turn your body. Going right first.
I'm demanding. I've got high expectations. I've got very high standards. And with those expectations and standards, I also have a commitment to the athlete. And what I mean by that is that I'm there to help you get better. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to progress you. As you develop, the program develops.
Jump a little, Spence. And stop.
Days can be long. It's 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But at the end of the day, you've got to train athletes. You got to work with people. You get to help them make them better. You get to help work at helping them achieve their goals. And our athletes work their butts off for us. They show up, they bring their best effort every single day, and that's all I can ask of the coach.
Set, squat, There you go. Good job, Paul.
I want to see someone that's got a lot of potential. I want to see someone that wants to work, wants to develop. That's what we're about here. All of our athletes, they come in at one level, and you look across the board, every year, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, every year they're getting stronger, they're getting faster, they're playing better, they're getting more minutes, their conditions improving. Our program's about development.
How important is Jason Miller to what you guys do?
Very important. Jason's a dear friend of mine. His hands and blueprint are all over the fingerprints of this program and the culture that we have. Jason does a tremendous job from the neck down, building strength, building athleticism, building speed. But I think, what he doesn't get enough credit for is what he does from the shoulders up and just instilling a mindset. We talk about a culture of toughness. That really starts with Coach Miller at a young age for these kids.
Well, let's talk about this week. IUPUI struggled last year. They have a new regime there. Jason Gardner, we've talked about it earlier this year. He's doing a nice job there, but people probably remember him from the March Madness days with Arizona. He was a great player, and he's provided a little something for IUPUI.
I would say a little bit more than a little something.
Yeah.
He's done a tremendous job for them. You look at what they did. They lost 4 or 5 in a row, and that's a tough place to be in from a mindset of their guys. And they go on the road and beat, a talented Denver team on the road on Saturday. So a team that took us to overtime at their place, we're going to have our hands full. He's done a nice job of, changing the culture, a mindset within their guys. They really defend and very capable. A hungry team in transition, a hungry team on the offensive glass, and just like anything with our group, we're going to have our hands full on Thursday night.
So IPFW now, okay, they start 1-5 in league play. They're 7-5. Quick math tells you they've figured something out.
Very quick math, and it started. I think we were the culprits, and they started at their place against us the last time their homecoming, and we walked into a real buzzsaw, and I think a lot of people have walked into that. They made some adjustments to their lineup. I think they've got some guys healthy, and they're playing like the team that was picked first.
Best of luck to you, Dave. A couple of big games this week.
Thanks, Jeremy.
All right, we'll see you out at Shields Arena this week. IUPUI on Thursday, IPFW on Saturday. It's all on the line. Every game is huge. The Bison need your support out at Shields Arena this week. We'll recap both games for you next week. Have a great one.